Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to see how using kits we can handle disappearing elements. If you see this example, it says that there is an element which appears or disappears from the page after every load. So if I load this page again, okay, then I see that this gallery option, this gallery menu appears on the screen after 2-3 reloads. And if I load it again, then the gallery disappears. So essentially, this is a typical case where an element appears or disappears. That means in a practical world, an element may or may not remain on a page. So the script should be able to handle that this kind of a absence or presence of an element without actually breaking your test case. How to handle this in kits? We'll see this in a while, but before that, the issue with this particular application is that even though it says on each page load, sometimes we have to load the page 2 to 3 times to make it appear or disappear. So I think there's a slight glitch in this application, but we are going to handle that manually. So if we are to automate this in kits, let's first open up the tool, create a scenario real quick. We would say disappearing elements and create a new test case. See one. Um, the steps would be browser open, and then we are going to open up this URL. Then we are going to ensure that this URL has successfully loaded. So wait for page loaded. Okay, now we want to grab this gallery element. So we have made it appear on the screen. Go to the tool, click on Spy, go to the application, click on the extension, and then just simply mouse over gallery, control right click. That adds gallery to the object repository. So now that gallery is added to the object repository, our steps will be, okay, gallery uh, click if exists or click if visible. So these are the built-in methods that Kits has, which operates only when the element is either existing in the DOM, or if the element exists in the DOM or and is visible, right? So in this case, we're going to say click if exists. You can also use visible. It is also perfectly fine. It will work. I'm going to do this 2 times, right? Because we want to see how the behavior of this, this method is when the gallery is present, and the second time when the gallery is not present. Okay, so that's it. And now we're going to add a new line right at the end. It's a dummy line. Browser pause @1, and I'm going to run this in breakpoint. Okay, put a breakpoint in line number 3, and now we are going to trigger it in debug mode. Okay, so what do we see? The page load is complete and the gallery element is not there, right? So first we will execute the next step. So we will let it proceed, and the gallery click if exists operation has been triggered. By default, Kits waits for the element to be available on the screen, and here you can see that it is trying to find the gallery element on the screen with all the attributes that it has captured during the spying. So if we come back to this, it says that uh, we see that gallery has one, two, three, four attributes with which it was trying to identify the element on the screen, and it could not find, right? It could not find, and it says element gallery not exists, and it waited for 10 seconds for the element to appear on the screen, which is perfectly okay. You can change this timeout from 10 seconds to 20 seconds, 30 seconds, or even you can reduce it to 5 seconds, 2 seconds, whatever you want. And um, but the test case should not fail, because it is quite expected that you are going to click on it only when it is there on the screen, and not click on it when it is not there. So this is the status is done, so it hasn't failed. Now if I reload this, yeah, again, the gallery element is now present. I will proceed with the test case, go to the next step, and now it has clicked on gallery, right? So click if exists work now, because gallery is was found on the screen. So this is how you can handle uh, dynamic elements, or I would say elements which sometimes appear on the screen, sometimes disappear. I hope you find this video informative. See you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.